elevate your whole website to a new level. I'm being a little selfish here because we have to put like layovers and darken the picture or lighten the picture. Hi everyone, my name is Lisa from Morphic Designs and this is our video podcast. We have been creating digital assets for our clients for over 10 years, and by doing that we kind of became part of their team. Because of that, we have a lot of different knowledge about business in general, which we decided to collect and share here. So whether you are a business owner or just planning a startup, sign up to never miss an insight. Today, we are going to talk about how to take pictures for your website. If you have a photographer, still listen because there's a lot of important little details. And I'm kind of being a little selfish here because if you do photography for your website right, it makes my life a lot easier. So let's dive into it. I know a lot of you just think that you could just use stock imagery, which you can. There's a lot out there, and yes, we do use it. But if you look at most successful companies, do they use stock photography? Nope, they don't. So it's very cool because it just shows you that you made so much effort to portray your brand, and it creates that kind of relationship between you and your potential customer. So before I get into the tips that I have created for you, I'm going to point out the obvious. High quality imagery. Each one of us has a smartphone in our hands, so pixelated, old looking photos that look like you took it in a nightclub back in 2008, they just don't work anymore. So nobody's going to forgive you that. Don't do it. If you can't, if your phone isn't good enough, then just hire a photographer. Okay. We're going to look at colors, and they're my first 2 points. Color tone. You probably know that there is warmer tones and colder tones. If you don't, Google it quickly. It's super simple to understand. So let's take an example of a bakery. If you're a bakery, you probably went for warmer tones. That means that when you take your photography, take your images, make sure that all of them are done in warmer tones. That means we don't have to spend time, or you don't have to spend time editing them and trying to pull the colors. Just do it right from the first time. So if your whole branding, if your whole concept is based around warm colors, do all the photography in warm tones, and obviously vice versa with cold tones. Color scheme. That is, for example, if you have a red logo, you don't have to do all your pictures based on red like this. Just if it's a picture of you, grab a red bag or put red shoes on. If you're taking a picture of your shop, put some red flowers somewhere. So just an accent color that matches your branding. Trust me, it will elevate your whole website to a new level. So background imagery, that's point number 3. Most people don't think about it when they're taking pictures, and that's fine because that's not what you do. But keep it in mind because it's very, very cool if it's not stock photography in the background. I personally know that sometimes we have to put like layovers and darken the picture or lighten the picture so we can place text over it. But that's not ideal. So if the picture is ideal from the very beginning, that's way better. You could focus on close-ups. For example, I did a painting gallery not so long ago. I did photography for them, and for backgrounds, I took some close-ups of some paintings so that the white space would be on the 80 to 90% of the shot, and then there's just kind of these pretty colors on the side. So I know I have enough space to place whatever it is that I need to place on top of this background image. I hope this makes sense. So point number 4, portrait and landscape. There's arguments on both sides, but the fact is that you need to do both. Just a version of every image needs to be done in portrait and landscape because it is better for us to choose an image that way, because on mobile, portrait looks better, and on desktop, landscape looks better. So when we optimize your site, we can use different types of pictures. 5. You. Yes, you are important. You and your team don't hide, because there is a clear trend for business transparency. And as much as you need to show your process and where you source your materials and all that kind of stuff, you need to show your face, you and your team. And this will definitely create more trust. And if people don't see you, they just, how can they possibly trust you? Are you not proud of your brand, or why are you not showing yourself? So yeah, that's how consumers' mind works. Make sure that these pictures are not your profile pictures from 2008 again, from Facebook, because yes, we had that before. It's not hard to take a nice selfie or just set up a little camera, and you just need a blank wall like this. So it's super simple. And last one is focus. So plan what you need and give an exact brief to your photographer if you are hiring one, or do it for yourself in your head if you're doing it yourself. Don't try to do a family photo shoot and squeeze in a few photos. The chances of it matching to your website are very, very low, because of all the things that we talked about before, like the color schemes and the color tones, the background imagery, etc. I have a little bonus as an idea for photographers. So if you're a photographer, you could sell website photography packages where you would take all of these points that I mentioned before into consideration, and just in one go take all the pictures for a business owner's website. That would be cool, right? Okay, so don't forget to like, subscribe, and well, everything else that you need to do. You probably know better than me, and I will see you soon.